The taunt-off mechanic is Wailing Arrow. Taunt swap after each one, and the tank affected by it should run far from the raid since it does proximity damage. Players will get stacks of barb shot through the first phase. There will be big purple swirls that spawn domination chains. Dodge the swirls, but get somewhat close to the domination arrow on the ground before the chains activate to clear your barbed arrow stacks. Prioritize clearing high stacked people first. The chains will pull you towards the arrow if you're chained. Your DPS should attack the arrows and destroy them to break the chains. Make sure to run against the pull, especially in heroic, where getting too close to a domination arrow will instantly kill you. She also casts a Veil of Darkness, which is a large black circle around her. Make sure to just get out of it. Other than that, dodge all the swirls in the encounter until she reaches 83% health. Then it's the intermission phase. She takes 99% less damage and everyone will get chained. There will be rives that go through the encounter, which your raid should dodge while everyone works on killing the domination arrows. Banshee Wail will also happen. Just spread out with it. Then it's phase 2, where you chase her along some giant chains. Follow Thrall and Jaina as they create paths to the next set of chains. Sylvanas will take 99% less damage for a majority of this phase, and she'll cast Haunting Wave. Make sure to dodge it or it can knock you off the edge. Banshee's Wail and Veil of Darkness still happen in this phase, but Veil is now a few smaller black circles to dodge. There will be ads that your raid has to fight while chasing Sylvanas. Kill them, prioritizing the elite ads to progress through the chains. Periodically through this phase, Sylvanas will cast Ruin, which needs to be interrupted or it's an instant wipe for your raid. She regularly stays ahead of the raid, so it's important to chase after her while killing ads, especially in heroic, because if she senses no one within 50 yards of her, the raid takes constant damage. There will be 2 instances in this phase where Sylvanas will be attackable for about 30 seconds, so do as much damage as you can during this. After the second one, you transition into phase 3. There will be pools that spawn around the current platform your raid is on and the other 3 platforms. You should have an off tank and a healer go and run over those puddles to gain stacks of Banshee's Bane. You can move platforms by walking over the misty edge. Dispel those players with Banshee's Bane in the corner of the current platform and it'll drop the puddles. On heroic, it's important to do this to spell quickly or else Banshee's Fury will wipe your raid. Wailing Arrow happens again in this phase, but on random raid members. You need to wait for your debuff to go to about 2 seconds and jump to another platform for Wailing Arrow to hit you, then return. Veil of Darkness still happens in this phase and your group should spread out before it does, because it will target 2 players and immediately hit them with it. These players will have an absorption shield that needs to be healed off. Banshee's Wail has been upgraded to Banshee Scream. It still works the same. After a certain amount of time, Sylvanas will cast a Raise. Your group should quickly hop to the next platform and then repeat everything again. Then after the next raise, go to platform 3. Then after the next raise, you go to platform 4. Wailing Arrow typically overlaps when your group arrives on the 4th platform, so you'll need 3 players with the arrow to go to the 3 different corners of the diamond while the rest of your group stacks up and uses healing CDs. If it's too much at a certain point on this pillar, you can sacrifice players off the edge who get Wailing Arrow. Get her to 50% before the 4th raise, and that's the entire fight in the entire Sanctum of Domination raid.